Bear Lewis approaches, and this game is underway. Low liner bounces at the 22, picked up across the 20, the 25, and the Buckeyes make the tackle right around the 25-yard line.
Hey, that was a good tackle out there by Josh Hodson, and looked like Beatty was the ball carrier and trying to turn that corner, and Hodson stayed home and made a nice tackle.
Quarterbacking the Vikings will be Ryan Stewart. Running backs will be Nick Hearn and Max Leeming and Ben Beatty. Vikings 1st and 10 on their own 26. First play of the game. And not much there for the Vikings. The gain of 1 to the 27 brings up 2nd down and 9.
It's like Adam Barber on the tackle, and what you're going to see a lot out of the Vikings is that strong wishbone formation, which they've been running for years and years, and going to see a lot of play action, faking to the fullback and quarterback bootlegging it. Just a lot of option football, what you'll see out of the Vikings tonight.
Once again, Ryan Stewart at quarterback for the Vikings on 2nd down and 9 from their own 27. Handoff straight up the middle, and that'll be a gain of about 5 out to the 32-yard line, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Vikings.
Like Josh Hodson on the tackle for the Buckeyes, and once again the Vikings they're going to continuously give it to that fullback in the middle of the football field until the Buckeyes can stop them.
So 3rd down and about 4 for Vinton County. 3rd down about 4.5. Vikings once again going out of that wishbone look. Stewart takes the snap, hands it off this side, and the Buckeyes are all over it. That's going to be a loss of about 2 back to the 30.
Okay, once again, nice tackle here by Josh Hodson, and looked like the tailback and the quarterback kind of ran into each other, and Hodson with a nice tackle.
Brody Mace will punt it away for Vinton County on 4th down and about 7. Joe Smeltzer and Jay Edwards back deep for the Buckeyes. We have flags coming in. And it is a legal procedure on Vinton County, so it'll be 4th down and 12. Vikings back on their own 25. Again, Brody Mace will punt it away. Nice snap. Gets the kick away, coming towards Jay Edwards. He'll take it at the Buckeye 48, drops it, picks it up. Coming back to this side, Edwards turns the corner. He's at the 40, the 35, knocked out of bounds at the 30, and the Buckeye offense in business.
I tell you, we had some, the Buckeye set up a wall over here, and Adam Wagner just had an excellent block, and Josh Hodson just came back on someone, and I tell you, that boy who's a little bit bigger than Josh, he came off the field just a staggering a little bit.
So the Buckeyes 1st and 10, their first possession will begin at the Vinton County 30, and of course, field position in this game is everything, and Buckeyes starting at the Viking 30 for their first possession. Buckeyes out of the power eye. Bear Lewis at tailback. He'll take the pitch coming to this side, and Bear Lewis is knocked out of bounds right around the 27-yard line. Gain of about 3.
And Scott Boyer on the tackle for the Vikings.
Joe Smeltzer comes in with the Buckeye play. 9:47 to play in the first quarter, no score. Buckeyes first possession.
Looks like we see Zach Talbot, which is moved over to number 27 right now, playing at the fullback spot.
Edwards back to pass, looking for a receiver, throws on the left side, and he's got his man. Joe Smeltzer breaks away from a would-be tackler, and Smeltzer will take it inside the 10-yard line. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and goal.
Jeremy Robson on the tackle, and Smeltzer gets up limping, and nice pass protection up front by that Buckeye offensive line.
And Joe Smeltzer comes off the field limping for Nelsonville-York. Hopefully he'll be okay. Joe Smeltzer has been the Buckeyes' leading receiver coming in. He has 9 catches for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns. Buckeyes first and goal at the Vikings 6. Out of the power I formation, the handoff will go to Bear Lewis on the right side, but the Vikings are right there, and that's going to be a loss back to the 7.
And number 79 on tackle, and I don't have a name to match that number. And I'll tell you right now, the Vikings look like they're lining up in a 4-4 defense. I'll tell you, we're always blocking a 4-4. You have to watch out for those linebackers, which you get a roam behind those defensive linemen, and they do a lot of blitzing off of this formation.
Buckeye second and goal from the Vinton County 7. Out of the power I once again. Fake handoff, and Jay Edwards keeps it himself. Jay Edwards going for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye.
Hey, what a fake by Jay Edwards. And I'll tell you, a nice block. Adam Wagner has to seal that side off when they run that play, and he had a nice block on that defensive end.
6-0 Buckeyes with the extra point attempt upcoming. Gene Hartman will hold. Jay Edwards will attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. 8:44 to play in the first quarter. Nelsonville-York leading Vinton County 6-0. Bear Lewis will kick it away once again for Nelsonville-York. Approaches, and the kick goes through the Vinton County man's hands back at the 12-yard line. That's Daniel Long on the return, and he gets it out to about the 28.
In on that tackle was Cody McLean and Josh Hodson. A nice kick by Bear.
Vinton County with their second possession, starting on their own 28-yard line, first down and 10. Once again at quarterback, Ryan Stewart. Handoff straight up the middle and gain out to the 33-yard line, a gain of close to 5.
Hey, it's number 25 running the ball, and I'm not sure if you have a name for number 25. He's running that fullback spot, just a backside trap that time for the Vikings.
I believe that's Max Leeming. Buckeyes all over it this time, and Stewart will go down with the football and lost back to the 30-yard line, and it'll bring up third down and 8.
Yeah, Edwards on the sack, and it looked like they were going to have just a little play-action pass that time, and Jay either reacted well or was on a stunt and was able to get to that backfield pretty quick.
7:38 to play here in the first quarter. Buckeyes leading 6-0. Vikings third down and about 9 with the loss. Stewart dropping back to pass, rolls to the right side. Now running with it, and he's taken down for a sack. Loss on the play back to the 27.
John McCullough on the tackle, and I don't know if that was a designed rollout to give him the option to throw the ball, or if it was just a rollout bootleg that time.
So fourth down now and about 12 for Vinton County. The Vikings will have to punt it away. Punt coming towards Jay Edwards. He lets it take a bounce and goes out of bounds right around the Buckeye 44. So once again, Nelsonville-York with good field position.
Yeah, I tell you, and that's, like you said, that's the key to this game is good field position. And we started the first drive deep inside Viking territory, and this one we're starting at the 44-yard line.
Joe Smeltzer jogs back out on the field. 7:15 to play here in the first quarter. 6-0 Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Jay Edwards at quarterback takes the snap, back to pass. Throwing long on the left side, and it falls incomplete.
Ball intended for Smeltzer, and it looked like they were trying to run a little fade route that time, and Smeltzer kind of got hung up with number 23 of the Vikings, Nick Hearn.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Buckeyes on their own 44-yard line. Once again, out of the I formation. Option coming this side, pitch out. It's David Jolly this time at tailback. David Jolly takes it down to the Vinton County 38-yard line.
I'll tell you, nice job that time by the Buckeye offensive line again. I mean, they've gotten, Jay's had no pressure at all, you know, to date right now. I mean, he's just running around that end. No one's there.
David Jolly picks up about 18. 1st down and 10, Nelsonville-York at the 36-yard line of Vinton County. Buckeyes leading 6-0. Out of the I formation, Bear Lewis at fullback, David Jolly at tailback. Hand off to Bear straight up the middle, and he'll take it down close to the 30-yard line of Vinton County, a gain of close to 7. Actually, a gain of 6. They spot it short of the 30.
And Brody, looked like number 28, Brody Mace on the tackle.
2nd down and about 4 for the Buckeyes at the 31 of the Vikings. Nelsonville-York out of the power I. Hand off to Jolly. David Jolly will take it down to about the 27-yard line. Nice pickup, gain of about 4.
And Mace again in on tackle for the Vikings.
Looks like the Buckeyes may be just shy of a 1st down. Ball spotted just inside the 27. 3rd down and about a half yard for Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes going out of the power I. Now Jolly will come up beside Bear Lewis. Nelsonville-York out of the T formation. Hand off to Bear Lewis, and he's got the 1st down as he takes it to the 26. So the Buckeyes will have a 1st down and 10.
Derek Waltz on a tackle, and just quick dive right there for Bear, and get right behind Carl Sarver and on that offensive line. And I tell you, there's a lot of big guys to run behind right there.
And we're going to have a measurement. Looked like he definitely got the 1st down, unless the Buckeyes needed more than a yard. Looks like the Buckeyes are just shy.
Wow. Tell you, they moved Carl Sarver over by Travis Saylor and Adam Wagner at that tight end position. I'll tell you, with those 3 right there, 1 yard definitely shouldn't be hard to get.
Ball spotted right around the 26.5-yard line. The Buckeyes need to get to the 26. I'm not sure about that spot on that last play. Buckeyes will go out of the power I on 4th down and about a half yard. Jay Edwards over center. And he'll keep it himself, and Jay Edwards has got the 1st down. He takes it down to the 20. Gain of about 6 and a 1st down.
And Jeremy Robson on the tackle.
5:26 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 Nelsonville-York. Just a beautiful night for high school football in the Valley. Temperature's just right for football. Buckeyes out of the I formation on 1st down and 10. Option pitch out a little bit behind. David Jolly picks it up, tries to come this way, and he's taken down way back at the 32. Loss of about 12, and a flag comes in to boot.
Yeah, we got a late flag come in, and it's probably going to be a holding or a push in the back on the Buckeyes. And that time the Vikings had a blitz on that outside linebacker, and he was able to get a hold of Jay before he could get the pitch out.
Vikings may decline this one with the 12-yard loss, and of course it'll bring up second down instead of first down again.
And I see of course, if it's a spot foul, which it is, it'll go from the spot of the penalty, which means they'll push it back an additional, from where it is now, it'll be another 4 or 5 yards behind that.
So the officials still trying to decipher things, holding on the Buckeyes, and it is declined. So Nelsonville-York will have second down and 22 back at the 32-yard line.
At first I saw the Vikings coaches saying take it, and then I think once they understood the penalty, then they definitely wanted that loss of down.
Buckeyes with Hodgson and Wagner split out on this side, and Smeltzer to the left. Edwards back to pass, now being rushed, gets away from trouble. Edwards running now, flips it out, and it's caught by Josh Hodgson.
Tell you what, a play by Jay Edwards that time. Just, I mean, he had the option there to run that ball, and it looked like Hodgson was just right behind the defensive back, which was going to make that attempt to come up and get Jay.
That picks up 9 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 13. The Buckeyes at the 23 of Vinton County. As you said, nice play by Jay Edwards. It looked like he might have been in the process of being sacked, and he gets away from trouble. And we got a timeout on the field. The Buckeyes with a 3rd down and about 13 situation. 4:39 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes 3rd down and about 13 at the 23 of Vinton County, out of the shotgun. Jay Edwards will now run with it. Quarterback draw, and he'll take it down to the 18-yard line, a gain of 5. And it's going to bring up 4th down and about 7 for Nelsonville-York.
Zach Ray on the tackle that time for the Vikings, and just a delayed draw there by the Buckeyes, which, last week against the Tomcats, that late in that drive in the 4th quarter where we almost was able to put one in the end zone there, we had some good plays out of that.
Buckeyes out of the shotgun once again, 2 receivers on each side. Buckeyes 4th down and about 7 at the 18 of Vinton County. Jay Edwards back to pass, throwing on the left side, and it's incomplete. The Buckeyes would have been well short of a 1st down, even if it would have been caught.
Yeah, that was great coverage out there by Brody Ramey for the Vikings. He was right with David Jolly step for step.
So the Vikings hold on downs, and they'll take over on their own 18-yard line. 3:55 to play in the opening quarter. Buckeyes with the 6-0 lead. Once again at quarterback for the Vikings, Ryan Stewart. Stewart will hand it off on the right side, and the running back will take it out to about the 24, a gain of about 6. Second down and 4 for the Vikings.
A couple people off out at the bottom of that pile. I saw Josh Hodgson again with the tackle.
Vinton County, second down and 4 from their own 24-yard line. Stewart takes the snap, handoff coming to this side. Running room for the Vinton County running back. And Zach Graves will take it out to the Vinton County 47-yard line. He'll pick up about 23 yards and a Vinton County 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you, it was nice blocking on this side of the left side of the line that time for the Vikings.
So the Vinton County offense now showing a little bit of life after the first 2 possessions. 1st and 10, Vinton County on their own 47. Handoff on the right side, but right there, Buckeyes all over it.
And Norway, Patrick Norway on the tackle, and he hit him deep in the backfield that time.
Nice play by Patrick Norway, just a sophomore. Yard loss, 2nd down and 11. Vinton County on their own 46. 2:38 to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes leading 6-0. Ryan Stewart at quarterback. Stewart takes a snap, hands it off on the right side, and once again the Buckeyes all over it. This time Jay Edwards.
Yeah, Buckeyes in a 5-3 defense, and Jay was on a stunt that time, and they're just not picking him up. That's the second time he's been able to get in the backfield and have a minus yardage tackle tonight.
And that's a loss of about 5, so it brings up 3rd and 16 now for Vinton County. Back on their own 42. So let's see if Vinton County puts the ball in the air. They like to run the ball. But the Vinton County Vikings in a passing situation. 3rd down and 16. Stewart throws over the middle. It is caught, but a big hit by the Buckeyes' David Jolly. Tackle made right at midfield. Vinton County about 7 yards shy of a first down.
And about a 7-yard gain that time too. And Simmons on the reception.
David Jolly and Jay Edwards drop back deep to receive the punt. Once again, punting is Brody Mace for Vinton County. Vikings 4th and 7 at midfield. Mace gets the punt away, heading towards Jay Edwards. Edwards coming back now. He'll head back to the far side. Edwards crosses the 30. And he's going to be taken down right around the 40-yard line. So only a net gain for Vinton County of about 10 yards on the punt.
And there's a penalty on the play, and definitely came in late.
Personal foul called on Vinton County. So that'll take it to the Vinton County 45-yard line after the 15-yard mark-off. 1 minute to play in the opening quarter. Buckeyes leading 6-0. Ball spotted at the Vinton County 44. Nelsonville-York, 1st down and 10. Buckeye offense way down the field. Back at their own 30. Now they'll jog up to the line of scrimmage. Buckeyes going out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out on each side. Option coming this side to Bear Lewis. Bear Lewis runs into one of his own men and goes down right around the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Travis Saylor looked like he was taking his man here to the outside, and he was basically Bear, I think, tried to cut back and just ran right into Saylor.
It'd be a gain of 2 for Nelsonville-York. Ball at the 43 of Vinton County. 2nd down and 8. 30 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Vinton County with a lot of people up around that line of scrimmage. Pitch out on the left side to David Jolly. Vinton County all over it. Vikings brought up a lot of people around the line, and Buckeyes just unable to get it outside.
Yeah, one thing when you run that 4-4 defense, it really takes a lot of that outside run, especially the pitch, away from an offensive team that likes to do that, like the Buckeyes.
That's a 3-yard loss for Nelsonville-York. The Buckeyes will have 3rd down and 11 when the second quarter begins at the end of 1 here at Boston Field. Nelsonville-York 6 and Vinton County nothing. Buckeyes 3rd down and 11. At the 46 of Vinton County, Buckeyes out of the shotgun. Jay Edwards takes the snap. Throwing long on the left side towards David Jolly. He's open at the 20. Jolly cuts it back inside and takes it to the 15. 31-yard strike from Jay Edwards to David Jolly.
Hey, Jolly ran an out and up that time, and he was down here on the sidelines all by himself.
Vinton County forgot about David Jolly.
That's the 4th first down tonight for the Buckeyes, and nice pass protection up front by that Buckeye offensive line.
Big play for the Buckeyes on 3rd and long. First down and 10 now at the Vinton County 15, out of the I formation. Bear Lewis straight up the middle running hard, and he'll take it down to the 8.
And there's a fumble.
Now the ball
on the play.
may be loose. Vinton County saying they have it. Officials trying to decipher it all, and it's Nelsonville-York football.
Hey, a Viking land on the ball. 14 for the Vikings was in on a tackle. That's William Garlinger.
Our cameraman said that looked like that Bear Lewis was down when that ball came out. So the Buckeyes second down and 5, just inside the 10-yard line of Vinton County. Out of the I formation. Handoff once again to Bear Lewis up the middle, and he's hit hard and brought down after a 2-yard gain.
Hey, at number 66 that time for the Vikings, that's that Derek Wolf, and I'll tell you what, or Derek Waltz, and that was a big-time hit there. Waltz put on Bear.
So the Buckeyes now third down and about 3 at the 8-yard line of Vinton County. Of course, the Buckeyes in 4-down territory, you believe they would be. Of course, Jay Edwards can kick the field goal. David Jolly in motion. Edwards with the snap, rolling to the right side, looking for a receiver, throwing, and it is caught for the touchdown.
Tell you what a catch by David Jolly. He just out-jumped Zach Ray, just took it right out of his hands.
How many times through the years have we seen David Jolly make those kind of athletic plays? Of course, he used to play wide receiver and can really leap, and we've seen that many times out of David, bringing down a catch that you wouldn't think he'd be able to make. And the Buckeye lead is 12-0, and Nelsonville-York will go for the 2-point conversion after missing the extra point on the first touchdown. Buckeyes out of the power I formation. Edwards with the snap. Fakes the handoff. He's looking for a receiver. He's got one. And it is caught for the 2-point conversion by Adam Wagner.
I'll tell you, that was a good catch by Adam Wagner. Ball just slightly in front of Adam, and he had to go down to get it. So I tell you, a lot of credit that time to Adam Wagner on that catch.
10:23 to play in the first half, and it's 14-0 Nelsonville-York. Bear Lewis will kick it away. Bear Lewis with the approach, kicks it up the middle, low liner, bounces inside the 20-yard line. Vinton County Viking coming this direction with it, and he's taken down. The return man was Patrick Wright, and Vinton County will have it on their own 32.
Now Zach Talbert on the tackle, and I tell you, he almost took that ball right out of Beatty's hands.
First down and 10 for the Vikings on their own 32-yard line. Vikings splitting out a receiver on each side. Ryan Stewart at quarterback. Stewart takes a snap. He's back to pass. And screen pass set up nicely by Vinton County, and they're going to get about 6 yards out of it, out to the 40-yard line, actually about 7 yards. They said his knee was down back at the 40.
Tell you, that was set up perfect that time, because the Buckeyes have been getting that big rush on Stewart, and tell you, Bear just did a great job of staying back and making that tackle.
Second down and 3 for the Vikings on their own 40-yard line. Ryan Stewart takes a snap, hands it off on the left side. The Buckeyes all over it. No gain on the play. Maybe a gain of a half yard across the 40 to about the 40-and-a-half-yard line.
Tell you, Steve Young at time on the tackle, and tell you, when you see this type of defense, you basically got to tackle every one of those running backs. Jay Edwards hit Leeming first and then went to the ball carrier after that because there's a lot of hiding the ball in this type of offense.
So 3rd down and about 2 now for Vinton County. Ryan Stewart at quarterback. Hands it off to the man coming this side. The Buckeyes all over it, and he's going to be short.
That's a nice job by Patrick Norway out here all by himself, be able to take on a much bigger running back.
Nick Hearn, the ball carrier, and he'll pick up about a half yard. The ball will be spotted at the 41, and it's 4th down and about 2 for the Vikings. And Vinton County back on their own 41, you would figure would punt it away, but they're coming to the line of scrimmage unless they're going to just try to draw the Buckeyes off sides. We saw Nelsonville-York jump on Trimble last week. And Vikings are going for it. Stewart keeps it, and he spins, and it looks like he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you, I thought Leeming had the ball, but it was just a nice fake that time by Stewart.
So the Vikings roll the dice, and they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 2 from their own 41, and they get just enough for the 1st down. Ball resting just outside the 43 of Vinton County. Buckeyes leading 14-0. 8:05 to play in the 1st half. Wide receiver split out on each side. Stewart hands it off straight up the middle. And not a whole lot there. It'll be a gain of about 2 to the 46.
Yeah, Adam Barber at time from the nose guard position with the tackle.
Ball carrier was number 25, Max Leeming.
That's Barber's 2nd tackle on the night.
Vinton County 2nd down and 8 from their own 46. Oh, and we got a legal procedure as the tackle lined up on this side lifted up a little bit too early. Flinched.
They have the 3rd penalty right now on the Vikings for 25 yards.
5-yard penalty. So Vinton County will now have a 2nd down and about 13 back on their own 41. Ryan Stewart once again over center at quarterback. Takes the snap, back to pass. Now rolling to this side. Stewart being rushed, and he's going to go down right around the line of scrimmage.
And nice coverage downfield that time by the Buckeyes, and that made Stewart get flushed outside the pocket that time and ran right into Adam Wagner.
Nice tackle by Adam Wagner. And it brings up 3rd down and 13 for the Vikings on their own 41. Of course, we've talked about Adam before, 6'5", 230, and good news, he's just a junior. 3rd down and 13 for Vinton County. Stewart pitches it out, and the Buckeyes nearly took the pitch.
I tell you, it nearly wasn't word for it. I tell you, Jay Edwards was just about a half a second away from taking that the other way.
Nice tackle by Jay Edwards, and that's a loss of 3 back to the 37, and that brings up 4th down now.
And right now,
about 16.
And right now, the Jay's just doing a lot of blitzing from that outside linebacker spot to wide side.
Mace gets it away. Buckeyes nearly getting the block. David Jolly comes up to take the punt, and he fumbles it, but he scoops it in right before a host of Vikings jump on him. So the Buckeyes will have it on their own 42-yard line. 1st down and 10, 5:50 to play in the 1st half. Buckeyes leading the Vikings 14-0 as we begin TVC Ohio Division play here at Boston Field. Buckeyes 2-time defending champions.
And I tell you, this is when the second part of your season starts right here, is when you get into conference play. You always set out to make one of your goals to go to the playoffs, but one of your main goals also is to be able to win that league year in, year out.
You always feel that this is the important goal, is to win the league. Obviously, the playoffs are nice, but the most important thing is to win the league. Option coming this side, pitch out to Jolly, and flags coming in, and
from all over this place. I guess you can't say that was
holding.
Yeah.
Holding on the Buckeyes. 4 flags on the field, and they're sorting up the flags.
Yeah, kind of hard to argue that call when all 4 officials went throwing that flag. And tell you, the Vikings just had a really good rush on that time on the option, and
those flags must have their initials on them. The head ref was sorting through them and handing them back out.
that is the first penalty on the Buckeyes tonight.
Of course, we saw I believe it was holding earlier on the Buckeyes, but of course, Vinton County declined that after the 12-yard loss. Timeout called on the field, 5:45 to play in the first half. It's 14-0, Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line. Jay Edwards back to pass, fakes a short one, throws long towards Jolly. And David Jolly once again pulls it in double coverage.
Hey, what a throw, but I tell you, that's the second time tonight David Jolly has just went up and took the ball away from a defensive back.
1st down and 10, Nelsonville-York at the 38 of Vinton County.
Hey, that's one of them David's just one of them players where you love to have him at the running back, but he's such a weapon outside as a wide receiver also.
About a 23-yard pickup. Jay Edwards back to pass. Throws on this side, and it's incomplete towards David Jolly. 5:24 to play in the first half. 14-0 Nelsonville-York. And it's 2nd down and 10 for the Buckeyes at the 38 of the Vikings.
Dane, right there, the Buckeyes tried that time to throw a quick hitch pattern because after David has taken him deep, Brody Mace is definitely playing off of him a little bit now.
Edwards back to pass. He's being rushed. A flag comes in. The pass is incomplete on the far side.
Hey,
intended receiver was David Jolly.
And that time the Vikings had a middle blitz on, and just having you got a lineman who got to pick up a blocker or a blitzer, and just couldn't do it that time.
So the penalty being marked off against Nelsonville-York. The Vikings accept it. And the Buckeyes will have a 2nd down and about 22 from midfield. Out of the shotgun, Jay Edwards. Buckeyes with 2 receivers on each side. Edwards will run it from the quarterback draw. Tries to cut it up, and he'll go down right around the 46-yard line of Vinton County, a gain of 4.
Zach Ray on the tackle, and the Vikings are doing a good job right now kind of keeping Jay inside the tackles on that play.
Buckeyes now 3rd down and about 18 at the 46 of Vinton County. Buckeyes once again splitting out 2 receivers on each side. Out of the shotgun, Jay Edwards takes a snap, looking for a receiver, now rolling to the right, and Jay Edwards is sacked back around the 41-yard line of Nelsonville-York.
Yeah, just nice coverage downfield. That's what you call a secondary sack right there. Look down the field, and I'll tell you, every one of our receivers were just covered good that time, and you can your line can only hold them out so long.
Clock running, 4:12 to play in the first half. The Buckeyes will have to punt it away. 4th down and about 30 for Nelsonville-York. Back on their own 41, and a bad snap, but whistles blow, and it blows the play dead. Illegal procedure on Nelsonville-York.
Tell you, that was probably a good penalty right now for us.
Bear Lewis doing the punting for Nelsonville-York. 4th down and about 35, and a high snap over Bear Lewis's head. He picks it up, and Vinton County with a big break. They're going to have it 1st and 10 right around the Buckeye 11. So the Buckeyes had a 1st and 10 at the 38 of Vinton County, and now all of a sudden, Vinton County knocking at the door.
And this is what Vinton County wants right now, too. Just think what kind of momentum they would have going into halftime, down only 7 points.
So Vinton County with the golden opportunity at the Buckeye 11-yard line, 1st down and 10. Stewart takes the snap, hands it off on the right side. The Buckeyes right there.
Adam Barber, I tell you, Adam's doing a great job up front right now, getting a lot of penetration, and he was able to grab a hold of him.
Nick Hearn, the ball carrier, he'll pick up about 1.
Yeah, Hearn got to the line of scrimmage. Adam Barber was able to get a hand on that jersey, and then the rest of the Buckeyes able to get to the ball.
So Vinton County 2nd down and about 9 from the 10-yard line. Ryan Stewart takes the snap, hands it off straight up the middle. Vinton County surging forward, and that's going to be down about the 6-yard line, a gain of 4.
I believe Lemming, the ball carrier, Zach Talbert on the tackle for the Buckeyes.
3rd down and about 4 for Vinton County. .242 to play before halftime. Buckeyes up by 2 touchdowns. 3rd down and 4. Handoff on the left side, and that's down close to the 1-yard line, maybe the 2-yard line. Looks like it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, Lemming again, the ball carrier.
Waiting for the signal. It may be just shy of it. And we're going to have a measurement. 2:29 to play in the 1st half. The Buckeyes leading 14-0. The Vinton County knocking at the door. We've got a measurement. And it is just shy. Looks like about a half yard to go. So Vinton County 4th down. The Buckeyes really need to hold here. The ball resting right around the 2-yard line. Ryan Stewart over center. Let's see if he keeps it. Takes a snap. The ball's loose. And that's a loss. Back to the 3, and the Buckeyes have held.
Hey, Stewart pulled out too fast that time, and you can see the ball come up, and I tell you, just a great job up front that time. Nice job on that Buckeye defense. Tell you, that's huge play right there for the Buckeyes. Vinton get in there and get that touchdown and have some momentum there right before the half.
So the Buckeyes will have it on their own 3-yard line. 2:20 to play here in the 1st half, leading 14-0 as the Buckeyes dodge a major bullet. The Buckeyes will split out 2 receivers on each side. Bear Lewis, the lone back, and Jay Edwards will keep it himself. The Buckeyes just trying to spread out that Vinton County defense.
And Garlinger on the from the linebacker spot with the tackle. And tell you one nice thing about that, when you spread out 4 wide, you pull them outside linebackers out, and it does leave some holes there in the outside tackles.
Jay picks up about 6. It brings up 2nd and 4 from the Buckeye 9. Buckeyes out of the power I formation. Hand off to Bear Lewis straight up the middle. Bear Lewis will take it out to the 14-yard line. And it's a 1st down, Nelsonville-York. Gene Hartman comes in with the Buckeye play. Clock running, 1:40 to play here in the 1st half. Of course, Nelsonville-York will have the football coming out to begin the second half, and they're leading right now 14-0. Edwards keeps it himself, coming around this side, breaks a tackle. Jay Edwards at the 35, the 40, and takes it out to midfield. So now maybe the Buckeyes can think about a possible score.
We got a flag all the way down around the line, and I think they're going to call a push in the back on the Buckeyes.
So maybe not. And the penalty is on the Buckeyes. You figure Nelsonville-York deep in their own territory, up 14-0, and again, having the ball coming out to begin the second half would be pretty conservative, and of course they were with Edwards bringing it out, but a nice run by Jay. But
I think the Buckeyes will pick up that first down, but then it'll be marked off from the spot of the foul.
So the Buckeyes leading 14-0 in this game, and you obviously have to be happy with that, but Buckeyes still making some mistakes, some penalties, and of course the snap over the punter's head. Buckeyes first down and about 11. And coming out with it is David Jolly, close to a Buckeye first down.
That time Buckeyes ran right off tackle, and that, like I said, that's where the seam in that 4-4 defense is going to be, and they pick up a nice 9 yards that time by David.
Second down and about 1 for the Buckeyes on their own 24. Clock running, 35 seconds to play before halftime. Out of the power eye, the Buckeyes. Fake handoff to Jolly. Edwards keeps it himself. Jay Edwards crosses the 30 and goes down about the 32-yard line. He's got the Buckeye first down. Clock stopped with 16.7 seconds to play in the second quarter.
Okay, Robinson and Gallagher again on the tackle.
And now the clock will start up. Let's see if the Buckeyes will try to get off one more play or if they'll take it into the locker room. Clock at 8 seconds. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Clock at 3 seconds. Buckeyes with the snap. Edwards back to pass, throwing along on the left side towards Hartman, and it falls incomplete. Gene Hartman saw the ball overthrown, and he kind of turned into a defensive back. So at halftime, it's 14-0 Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes quest of defending their Ohio Division Championship is off to a good start. At halftime, Nelsonville-York leading Vinton County 14-0. Adam Jarvis kicking off for Vinton County. Just a freshman for the Vikings. He'll kick it away as we begin the second half. Josh Hodson, I believe, returning the ball. He takes it out to the 35-yard line. A flag comes in.
Usually that's right in the area of a hold on the Buckeyes. Some quick first half stats for the Buckeyes. On the ground, David Jolly, 3 carries, 30 yards. Jay Edwards, 8 carries for 24 yards. Through the air, Jay Edwards, 5 of 8 for 91 yards and a touchdown. Leading receiver is David Jolly, 3 carries or 3 receptions for 64 yards.
Illegal block on Nelsonville-York, and the penalty will take it back to the Buckeye 20-yard line.
4th penalty tonight on the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes leading 14-0 as we begin the second half. What a halftime performance by the Buckeye bands, the high school marching band and the junior high marching band here tonight. Buckeyes 1st and 10 on their own 20. Pitch out comes to this side of David Jolly. And David Jolly will take it out to about the 23. Gains close to 4. The original line of scrimmage actually just inside the 20-yard line of Nelsonville-York.
Dustin Guthrie on the tackle.
Buckeyes second down and about 6 from their own 23-yard line. Buckeyes going out of the power I. Edwards throws over the middle, and he's got Adam Wagner, the big tight end, and he takes it out to the 35, a gain of 12, and the Buckeye first down.
I tell you, it was a nice fake, a nice throw that time by Jay, and the defensive, the linebackers right now for the Vikings are just blitzing about every single play, and I tell you, that really opens up that quick pass.
Buckeyes first and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Hand off to David Jolly, cuts it back to the outside running room. David Jolly. And now a Viking will grab a hold of him and bring him down. But Jolly will pick up about 11 yards.
And Scott Boyer on the tackle.
First down and 10, Nelsonville-York on their own 46.
I tell you, I think a healthy David Jolly right now runs right through that tackle, and I know David's had a lot of shoulder injuries right now, and I know he's also got a deep thigh bruise right now, and he's not really running the ball as much as he did at the beginning of the year because of those injuries.
Buckeyes first and 10, handoff coming to Bear Lewis running room. Bear Lewis, he's going to pick up 13 to the Vinton County 40. A little bit of bad news for the Buckeyes. Joe Smeltzer on crutches down on the Buckeye sideline. Hopefully it's just a minor injury. And Buckeyes first and 10 at the Vinton County 41. Edwards hands it off to Bear Lewis, and he's hit in the Buckeye backfield, and the Vikings won't let him get away.
And Scott Boyer again on the tackle that time for the Vikings.
That'll be a loss of about 5. Back to the 46. Of course, a lot of people this year were saying Meigs would be the team for the Buckeyes to beat to continue to be Ohio Division champions, and the Meigs playing a big game tonight at Wellston, and the Rockets leading 24-0.
Tell you, that's a shocker right there. And, you know, the Buckeyes are wanting Meigs to come in with a 5-1 mark, just basically because of all the computer points they could bring that game.
Buckeyes second and 15. Edwards back to pass, quick slant over the middle, and thrown a little bit behind Josh Hodgson, the intended receiver.
At number 20 there, Brody Ramey on the coverage for the Vikings.
So Buckeyes third down at about 15. Buckeyes on the 46 of Vinton County. 9:27 to play in the third quarter. 14-0 Nelsonville-York. Of course, the Buckeyes host the Meigs Marauders next week. Buckeyes third and 15 out of the power I. Edwards play action, back to pass, throws, and he's got Gene Hartman, crosses the 40, the 35, takes it down to the 30. It's a Buckeye first down.
I'll tell you, what a run by Gene Hartman. I'll tell you, after the catch, he didn't have much time to even turn upfield before getting hit. He ran through 2 tacklers right there before being brought down there by number 83, Jeremy Robson.
Buckeyes needed 16. They get 17 on the third down play and a first down at the Vinton County 30. Clock running, 9:10 to play in the third quarter. Buckeyes leading by 2 touchdowns. First and 10 at the Viking 30, out of the power I formation. Edwards keeps it himself after the fake to Jolly. Going around the right side, and Jay Edwards will pick up about 4.
Hey, it's a real nice job that time by Josh Hodgson. He was going out to make that block for Jay, and the defender turned on him, and he was just getting ready to put that hit on him. He kind of laid up there. We would have had another push in the back.
Federal Hawking defeating Southern 19-0. Jackson and Logan, a big game in the SUAL at 7-7 down at Jackson. Of course, by the time you watch this, you'll know all the scores from the Guru on 107.7 on the Extra Point. Nice run for Nelsonville-York down to about the 22. A gain of about 4.
He's brought Lewis brought down in there by Zach Ray again, and that time the Vikings had on both linebackers on the inside, blitzed, and Bear almost made it through there. He made it through there, and he could go the distance that time.
Buckeyes 3rd and 2 from Vinton County's 22. Out of the power I formation. Jay Edwards takes the snap, keeps it himself. He's got the first down and plenty more. He'll take it inside the 15 to about the 14, a gain of 8.
Jarek Dexter from that center position was driving his man about a good 10, 12 yards down the field that time. And tell you, when your center's coming off the ball real good like that, and you say you can run that quarterback sneak real effective.
7.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 14-0 Nelsonville-York, and the Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Vinton County 14. Jay Edwards over center, takes a snap, hands it off to Bear Lewis on the left side. Bear Lewis hard running down inside the 10 to the 9, a gain of 5.
Man, I tell you, you can tell just when Bear's getting ready to put a hit on someone, you can see him legs come up just a little bit harder and them shoulders coming down. And I tell you, well, he just runs really hard, especially once we get inside that, down close to that end zone.
Gene Hartman in with the Buckeye play. Buckeyes 2nd down and 5 at the 9-yard line of Vinton County. Out of the power I formation. Back to pass, quickly over the middle. Adam Wagner, touchdown Buckeye.
Hey, all that set up with an effective running game. I tell you, just nice job by the Buckeye offensive line that time.
20-0, Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes attempting the point after touchdown. Gene Hartman holding, snap, and the hold, and the kick is up, and the kick is good by Jay Edwards. 6:35. Vinton County 1st and 10 from their own 36. Ryan Stewart over center, quarterback, takes a snap, hands it off straight up the middle, and it's going to be a short gain of about 2 to the 38-yard line.
Looks like Josh Hodson on the tackle, and it looks like Laming, the ball carrier. And one of the bad things about this wishbone type attack, the Vikings, they stay in it all the time. Now they're down 21 points. It's not one of them type of offenses that can come from a lot of points behind.
Stewart hands it right up the middle. Nice running room for number 25, Max Leeming, and he'll take it to the Buckeye 46-yard line.
That's that longest play from scrimmage tonight for the Vikings, and tell you, he comes up limping, and so does Gene Hartman, which made the tackle.
Gain of about 16. Vinton County 1st and 10, just inside the Buckeye 46. Ryan Stewart at quarterback, takes a snap, hands it off on the left side. Buckeyes all over it. A flag comes in. It's going to be a loss for Vinton County.
Tell you, probably going to be a hold in the offensive line there for the Vikings. And I tell you, Bear Lewis had an excellent read that time. And
Ben Beatty, the ball carrier for Vinton County.
And he hit Beatty in the backfield for the just
holding
a good
on
tackle.
The Vikings. Holding on the Vikings. The Buckeyes accept the penalty. Once again, a beautiful night for high school football. Just a little nippy, especially if you see a few people with short sleeves on. That's,
you know, inside this booth, it's not bad at all. It's got to be about a 15 degrees warmer in here.
Pitch out to this side. And Ben Beatty will be taken down inside the Buckeye side of the 50-yard line, about the 47 of Nelsonville-York.
Hey, Norway came up awful quick that time and forced that inside, and kind of an awkward play there at time by the Vikings, but it, you know, did turn out some positive yardage.
8-yard pickup brings up 2nd down and 12. 4:40 to play in the 3rd quarter here at Boston Field. 21-0 Nelsonville-York. 2nd down and 12, man in motion for the Vikings. Ryan Stewart back to pass, looking for a receiver. Now being rushed, gets away from trouble. And he dives forward for a gain of about 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 at the Buckeye 47.
Tell you, that was going to be a backside screen to Zach Graves. He came through and immediately turned around to accept that, to wait for that pass. And I tell you, Jay Edwards just sat right on top of him, and then that time Stewart had to eat the ball and try to get something out of it.
3rd down and 11 for the Vikings at the Buckeye 47. 3:52 to play in the 3rd quarter. And now a flag comes in. That's going to be a legal substitution on Vinton County, as Vinton County with too many men on the field and a player went running off.
Tell you, that's 40 yards in penalties tonight for the Vikings.
Now the ball back in Vinton County territory at their 48-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down and about 16. Man in motion on this side. Stewart fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's got some running room. Ryan Stewart has it taken away. It looks like he might have got it back.
Yeah, I tell you, that ball hit the ground and just happened to, when he turned around, it bounced right up to him.
And he did get it back, and that's a 1st down for Vinton County on 3rd and 16. Picks up about 24 yards. 3:05 to play in the 3rd quarter. Vinton County at the Buckeye 27. Stewart hands it straight up the middle, and another nice game for Vinton County, a gain of about 6 to the Buckeye 22.
The Vikings right now putting a little drive together.
And this seems to be about the best offensive drive the Vikings have had all evening. So the Vikings showing they don't give up. The Buckeyes went up 21-0, and now Vinton County driving it down the field. 2:25 to play in the 3rd quarter. Second down and about 4. Stewart keeps it himself around this side, and he'll take it to about the 20, which will be a gain of about 2.
Hodson on the tackle, and Hodson's put a nice little night together on the defensive side of the ball. I have him down for 5 tackles tonight. And
third down and about 3 for Vinton County. Just outside the Buckeye 20. Stewart hands it off on the right side, and the running back's got the 1st down close to the Buckeye 15. Gain of about 5.
Adam Barber on the tackle, and right now the Buckeyes are shuffling some defensive linemen in and out, waiting for someone to jump up there, maybe make a big play in that backfield on Lemming. Right now he's been a workhorse on this drive. He's had some nice carries.
Vinton County 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 15. And the ball carrier off to the races, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown, and that's Nick Hearn for Vinton County from 15 yards out, and the Vikings on the scoreboard.
And that's all, all that set up by that nice inside running of Lemming, and I tell you, it brought everybody inside. Everybody thought Lemming had the football, and also you got to give a lot of Zach Stewart, the quarterback, he reads that also. So nice read by the quarterback.
Adam Jarvis attempting the extra point. Nice snap. And the Buckeyes all over it. They just smother it.
They had a nice rush that time by the Buckeyes.
1:19 to play in the third quarter. Buckeyes 21, Vikings 6. Adam Jarvis will kick it away for Vinton County. And that ball's rolling inside the 10. Jay Edwards is going to have to pick it up back at the 5-yard line, coming to this side. Jay Edwards. And now a flag comes in late as Edwards brings it back close to the 15.
Say, out of all that confusion, I tell you, Bear Lewis picked up 3 blocks in a matter of about 3 yards.
Still waiting for the call from the official. And it's holding on the Buckeyes. So Nelsonville-York with a 15-point lead, and they will start deep in their own territory. 1:12 to play in the third quarter. And it'll be spotted back right around the Buckeye 4-yard line, maybe at the 5. It is spotted at the 5. First down and 10, Nelsonville-York. Handoff on the left side. That'll be a gain of 2 out to about the 7. 1 minute to play.
David Sorrell on the tackle for the Vikings.
Third quarter, Buckeyes 21, Vinton County 6. Second down and about 8 for Nelsonville-York on their own 7-yard line. Edwards takes the snap, keeps it himself, coming this side, and Vinton County all over it. And that's going to be a loss back around to the 5-yard line, the original line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this second half, William Gallagher is and I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing that right, Garlinger or he's just put a really good game together here on the defensive side of the ball.
Clock running at 8 seconds. The Buckeyes third down and 10 back at their own 5. Nelsonville-York will let the clock run out and talk things over during the break. At the end of the third quarter here at Boston Field, Nelsonville-York 21 and Vinton County 6. Buckeyes third and 10 from their own 5 going out of the I formation. 2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Edwards hands it off on a draw play. I believe it's David Jolly, and he'll take it out to about the 10-yard line, a gain of 5, but the Buckeyes will have to punt it away. 4th and 5 for Nelsonville-York from their own 10.
Boyer on the tackle, and a little sprint draw that time, and
not a bad play call by the Buckeye coaching staff. It gives them a little breathing room to punt. It's a safe play. David Jolly will do the punting. Vinton County looking to get good field position. And now Nelsonville-York will call a timeout. 11:20 to play in the fourth quarter. It's 21-6 Buckeyes. Buckeyes, 4th down and 5 from their own 10, and now Bear Lewis will punt. It looked like David Jolly was cramping up a little bit. Lewis gets it away. It's going to take a nice Buckeye bounce, and Vinton County is going to have to let it roll. And Vinton County will take over at the Buckeye 49.
And nice Buckeye bounce that time. Vinton County Viking, I thought he was going to actually try to pick it up there and get some positive yardage out of that. But
39-yard punt and no return. Pretty good for the Buckeyes.
And David Jolly just comes back onto the field. And like I said, I think he went out, he's starting to cramp up a little bit. And
so Vinton County trailing by 15. They've got the ball at the Buckeye 49. Put together a nice drive. Their last possession, scored the touchdown. Flags come in, handoff straight up the middle, and it'll be a gain of 2, but again, flags are down.
Yeah, Polly on the tackle for the Buckeyes that time. And
illegal procedure on the Vikings. So it'll be 1st and 15. I'd like to remind you, Buckeye football being brought to you by Nelsonville TV Cable Company. And we're here because we care. Vinton County, 1st down and 15 from their own 46-yard line. Stewart takes the handoff, hands it off on the right side, and the Buckeyes the quarterback kept it himself. The Buckeyes finally making the tackle.
I tell you,
at the 45 of Nelsonville-York.
Nick Horn was in the middle of that and somehow bounced out of it.
Quarterback did hand that one off.
I thought, like you, I thought he was sacked back for the minus yardage.
9-yard pickup at 2nd down and 6 now for Vinton County at the Buckeye 45. Stewart still with the football, and no, he hands it off, and it'll be a gain of about 3, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Vikings at the Buckeye 41. 10 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. It's 21-6 Nelsonville-York. Vinton County trying to make this game awful interesting.
Yeah, they're definitely not quitting right now. They
3rd down and about 3 for the Vikings. Handoff straight up the middle, and it looks like Vinton County may have the 1st down at the Buckeye 38.
Looks like Norway and Talbert on the tackle for the Buckeyes, and like you said, they do pick up enough for the 1st down.
Vinton County 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 38. Buckeyes with a late substitution into the game. 1st down and 10. Vinton County at the Nelsonville-York 38-yard line. Stewart. And the ball may be loose. It looks like Vinton County still has it. It looked like Stewart was looking for that football after he handed it off. But the Vikings have it. They'll pick up about 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
And Talbert on the tackle, and Lemming was the ball carrier. Hey, Lemming having a decent night tonight. 13 carries, 53 yards.
Vinton County 2nd down and 8 at the Buckeye 35-yard line. Receivers split out on each side for the Vikings. Stewart still with the ball coming to this side. And the Buckeyes with a nice open field tackle by Bear Lewis.
Yeah, it is. That's a nice job. Bear's flowing down the line, just reading who had the ball, and Tell you really don't realize just how quick he is from that linebacker spot.
Gain of 4, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Vikings. 8:25 to play in this game. Buckeyes leading by 15, but Vinton County once again on the move. 3rd down and 4 at the Buckeye 32. Stewart hands it off, and the Buckeyes all over it. The ball may be loose. And the Buckeyes have it.
Hey, Edwards on that caused fumble.
Big play by the Buckeye defense. Nick Hearn was hit immediately. It looked like it was going to be a yard loss and bring up 4th and 5, but he coughs up the football, and the Buckeyes recover it.
That's the 2nd fumble tonight, and both fumbles have been lost by the Vikings.
8:04 to play in the game. Buckeyes leading 21-6. Buckeyes will go out of the I formation. Option coming. Pitch out David Jolly. It's open. Jolly cuts it up. Flag comes in. Jolly takes it out to midfield on a gain of 17, but a lot of flags tonight, and once again another one down, and it's holding on Nelsonville-York.
Hey, you know what's Dave? Once again, Jay's really doing a good job of holding that ball. Scott Boyer came in and was just getting ready to put the hit on him before he got rid of it to David Jolly.
David Jolly comes out. I'm not sure if that shoulder may be bothering him. Zach Talbert back in for the Buckeyes at fullback. So it'll be 1st down and about 14 for Nelsonville-York on their own 29 after the holding call. Buckeyes out of the power I. Handoff goes to Bear Lewis. He's got some running room, and he'll cross the 35 and take it to the 36. He'll gain about 7.
Brody Mace made the first contact on Lewis.
Second down and about 7 for Nelsonville-York. 7:15 to play in this game. The clock is running and quickly becoming an enemy of Vinton County. And as you said earlier, Vikings really don't move it up and down the field too quickly. They're down by 2 touchdowns with 7 minutes to play. David Jolly running with it, crosses the 40 to the 41. He'll gain 4, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for Nelsonville-York.
David Jolly up to 57 yards on the night on 9 carries.
Buckeyes on their own 41. 3rd down and about 2. 6:30 to play in this game. Buckeyes out of the power I. Edwards keeps it himself, and it looks like he's got the 1st down. He needed 2, and it looked like he got 3.
Bottom of that pile is John Anderson on the tackle.
1st down Buckeyes on their own 44. Clock running, 6:12 to play in the game. Buckeyes 21, Vikings 6 here at Boston Field. Nelsonville-York 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Out of the I formation, Edwards will keep it himself, and he'll gain 1, and that'll be it to the 45.
Yeah, Anderson again on the tackle, along with number 89, Dustin Guthrie.
Again, next week, Megs will come here to Boston Field in another big Ohio Division game. Alexander will be at Vinton County. Buckeyes 2nd down and 9 from their own 45-yard line. 5.5 minutes remaining in this game. Buckeyes using up some clock. Power I formation. Edwards will keep it himself coming around to this side, and Jay will pick up about 2 to the 48-yard line.
Derek Woltz on the tackle for the Buckeyes. That time, Buckeyes just trying to get 3 lead blockers out there in front of Jay, and Vikings just have a good flow to the football right now. Those linebackers move really well. They're doing a lot of blitzing up front, and it's kind of been a little confusing up there trying to pick up our blocks.
Buckeyes 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. Edwards back to pass. And now Jay will just throw it away. The guy from Vinton County tries to pick it off, but he was about 3 yards out of bounds.
That time once again they tried to run that quick dump pass to Adam Wagner, and this time the defensive end just held Adam up, and Jay, tell you, it's a good decision, just threw the ball out of bounds, so that way he had no chance for an interception.
So the Buckeyes will have to punt it away. Vinton County will get the ball back. 4:35 to play in the game. Buckeyes up 15. David Jolly will punt it, but we have a timeout call by Nelsonville-York. 4:35 to play in the 4th quarter. Buckeyes 21, Vikings 6. David Jolly will punt it away for Nelsonville-York. We have an official timeout, an equipment problem for Vinton County. You think the Buckeyes up 15, of course Vinton County getting the ball back again. You think, how big was that defensive stand of the Buckeyes in the first half?
Yeah, big forced fumble. It looked like Stewart actually tried to pull out a little bit quick, and Buckeyes forced a fumble, was able to recover.
Nice snap. David Jolly gets it away and aims it towards the sideline. It'll be taken by Daniel Long, and he'll return it out across the 25 to about the 27, where the Buckeyes make the stop.
It's a nice downfield pursuit there by Steve Young. He forced him inside and was able to catch up to him and make the tackle.
Buckeyes trying to even their record overall at 3-3 with a win tonight, and of course again go 1-0 in the Ohio division of the TVC. Still 4:25 to play, and the Buckeyes up 21-6. Ryan Stewart once again at quarterback for the Vikings. And we got a flea flicker. Pitch back to Stewart, and he's being rushed, and he's going to go down. He's sacked, I believe, by Jay Edwards.
Edwards is on the sack, and nice design play that time by the Vikings. Just Scott Boyer actually had ran free down the middle of the football field. Hartman was able to pick him up once Edwards had a good rush on him, but
also Steve Young applying pressure.
Yeah, Steve Young was basically one that forced that out for Jay to pick up.
Clock running, 3:50 to play in this game, and now Vinton County 2nd down and 18, back on their own 20. I believe Ryan Stewart kept it himself.
Looks like we had a fumble, but...
And the Buckeyes have it, I believe. They do. Buckeyes recover the football at the Vinton County 23, leading 21-6 with 3:37 to play. Buckeyes take over at the 23 of the Vikings. Bear Lewis at tailback. Jay Edwards over center at quarterback. Hands it off to Bear Lewis. Bear Lewis will take it inside the 15 to about the 12. Bear picks up about 9 yards.
Number 14 again on the tackle, and that's William Garlinger.
Second down and 1 for the Buckeyes. Ball at the Vinton County 13. Buckeyes out of the power eye. Hand off to Bear Lewis on the left side, trying to get away. Still fighting, but he'll go down. And that's going to be a loss for the Buckeyes, back to about the 15, the 2-yard loss.
And look, that time it looked like Garlinger was on a blitz and was hit the lead back, I think was Zach Talbert in the backfield. And
3rd down and 3 for Nelsonville-York at the Viking 15. Buckeyes up 21-6 with 2.5 minutes to play. Buckeyes out of the power eye. Edwards will hand it off to Bear Lewis, and he loses the ball. And it looks like Vinton County's got it on their own 6-yard line.
And on the recovery is number 4. Is that number 14, Gollinger again? Yeah, it is.
It was recovered by William Garlinger. So Vinton County will take over on their own 6, but only 2:08 to play in this game, and the Buckeyes leading by 15.
That's the first fumble tonight for the Buckeyes, and their first lost fumble.
Handoff straight up the middle, and not much there for Vinton County. A gain of 2, and
we're going to have an unsportsmanlike possibly on both teams.
And obviously you got to keep your head. The last thing you want to do is have an ejection and have to sit out.
Oh, and he did. And they did just kick somebody out of the game. I'm not sure who it was.
Personal foul on Nelsonville-York. Looks like the official was saying a forearm was thrown. That'll be 15 yards on the Buckeyes. Buckeyes leading 21-6 with 2 minutes to play. Vinton County will have it on their own 23, and of course again, if that was an ejection, that player will have to set out an additional game.
Which will be, next week with the Megs Marauders coming in at 4-1.
And a mix-up in the Vinton County backfield, and the Buckeyes have recovered.
Trevor Polly started that whole series of plays right there. Just got deep penetration, and Stewart ran right into him and caused the fumble. Four fumbles, 4 lost fumbles on the night for the Vikings.
Buckeyes leading 21-6, 1:55 to play. The Buckeyes with it at the 18 of Vinton County. Buckeyes out of the power eye, hand off to Bear Lewis, and he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's brought down in there by John Anderson.
.135 to play. Buckeyes up 15. Buckeyes 2nd down and 10. Letting the clock run down. Pitch out to Bear Lewis. And Lewis will dive down to about the 16-yard line. Picks up about 4.
And Zach Ray on the tackle for the Vikings, and the Vikings will call a timeout.
Vinton County will take a timeout, and we've got the Buckeye cheerleaders on channel 15. And the Nelsonville-York cheerleaders are Rachel Kilbarger, Allie Standall, Kaylee Boston, Emily Brown, Tiffany Kiefer, Ariel Mulford, Allie Reese, Raven Kyle, Bethany McCullough, Ashley Newman, Brittany Six, Amanda Smathers, and Kendra Smathers. Cheerleading advisor is Gina Chirpus. Again, the Buckeye senior high and junior high bands performing for the Buckeye Faithful. Nelsonville-York is going to even their record at 3-3 overall and go 1-0 in the Ohio Division. Meg's coming in next week, the Marauders, and they might have a chip on their shoulder. They were losing at Wellston 24-0 earlier.
And you know that's a big surprise to me. Meg's has played some very talented football teams this year, and like went into that game at 4-1, Wellston 2-3, and I think you call that a big upset.
Handoff straight up the middle to Bear Lewis. He'll take it down to about the 11, a gain of 4.
Zach Talbert, I think. Yeah, Zach Talbert moved back to the fullback spot again for. Right now, David Jolly's just seeing really limited playing time in the backfield, and you know he's really banged up right now, and you hate to see that out of your senior. And this game being pretty much being put away right now, it's probably a good job by the coaching staff to keep David on the sidelines and take him from getting any more hits this game.
Vinton County with another timeout, and again talking about that Meigs Wellston score. Of course, you never know. Maybe Meigs will have a big comeback in that, but again, preseason talk was it's between the Buckeyes and the Marauders, and I think Wellston is saying, hey, don't forget about us.
Yeah, and you know, and if you look at it, you know, the Vikings, you know, it could be a league where things are pretty even. You know, Belpre started out really hot. They've kind of cooled off the last couple games, but you never know. The Eagles, you know, they play a lot of teams, especially us Buckeyes, tough.
Buckeyes 4th down and about 3 at the 11 of Vinton County. Hand off to Bear Lewis. Bear Lewis takes it inside the 5 to about the 4. Bear Lewis with the first down. It'll be 1st and goal, but with 52 seconds remaining. Of course, Coach Dave Boston of Nelsonville-York, he's with the Buckeyes. He's yet to lose an Ohio Division game. He'll be now 11-0 in his 3rd season with Nelsonville-York.
And you know, and you stress, like I said, we talked earlier, you stress how important winning your league is, and you know, the Buckeyes right here come off of that loss last week to the Tomcats. Have played a good game tonight, and I'm sure they're not happy with everything they've done, but they're going to come away with a big win, and it's the first step to that Ohio Division crown.
And a classy move by head coach Dave Boston. The Buckeyes 1st and goal at the 5 with 50 seconds left, and he has Jay Edwards take a knee. There's no sense in rubbing it in. The Buckeyes come away with the win over Vinton County. Nelsonville-York, again, they even their record at 3-3 overall. 1-0 in the Ohio Division, and Vinton County now drops to 0-6 overall and 0-1 in the Ohio Division of the TVC. Okay, and of course, we have to name offensive and defensive players of the game. First for Vinton County, the offensive player of the game, sponsored by Paradise Beach Tanning, we give to Max Leeming.
Yeah, on the ground tonight, Max was the leading ball carrier for the Vinton County Vikings, 13 carries for 53 yards. And tell you, he has a lot of hard rushes in between the tackles, playing that fullback position. And tell you, he did the second half when the Vikings put a couple nice drives together. He was able to lead the Vikings down the field. So it was he had a good job, did a good job tonight on running the ball tonight for the Vikings.
And our Vinton County defensive player of the game, sponsored by the Pit Stop Carryout, went to William Garlinger.
Yeah, and William, I'll tell you, second half-wise, he was kind of quiet the first half. Second half, he just came alive. Ended up with, on the night, he was in on 6 tackles, plus had a fumble recovery, and just made some big tackles tonight for the Vikings, and kept the game fairly close there in the second half.
The Nelsonville-York Offensive Player of the Game, sponsored by Lewis Floor Covering. Tough decision. You have obviously several players playing well for the Buckeyes, and we're going with David Jolly, making, of course, also gaining some yards on the ground, but also 2 great catches for the Buckeyes on offense.
Yeah, David had 2 excellent catches where he went up over the receiver both times to get him, and you know, that's senior leadership right there out of David Jolly. And you know, we talked the whole game. You know, he's playing with a deep thigh bruise on top of a separated shoulder, and he's coming out playing every down is the best he can, and given all he's gotten. He had 3 receptions, 64 yards tonight, plus also was able to put in 57 yards on the ground.
And our Nelsonville-York Defensive Player of the Game, sponsored by Victorian Village Apartments. And again, another tough decision, and it went to Jay Edwards. We had several play well on defense tonight, and Jay was one of them. He had several tackles for loss.
Yeah, and you know, Jay's playing that almost like a monster back at time. He's playing corner, plus he comes in on the 5-3, plays that outside linebacker, and he just made some big-time hits today, especially had some minus yardage tackles, and just did an overall good job. And you know, like you say, it's sitting here, it's hard to pick these most valuable players, because you know, defensively especially, where you know the Buckeyes swarm to the ball very